Oh my God.
So I got an idea. Pretty good. So it's about my case. We have two opportunities to get all these charges thrown out. One, Brady violation. Two, proving that the warrant should have been signed. Three, that it was signed in a state of duress. And then another thing I want to do is I want to sue the BCSO. I want to sue that pussy, the one that wears the pajamas, Bruce. I want to sue him and the BCSO to prove that they tried prosecuting me maliciously.
I think that's a good idea.
All four of those things.
I think there is. Yeah, I agree. Bro, they fucked up. They want to be cops. Now they get treated like cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should have just stuck to fucking telling cops what to do and investigating them.
There are currently 6 contests and 3 impeachment angles that I've doled out to different folks.
You sent me that FOIA thing, right? So I can fucking
yes.
I'll
Nova
get that taken care of.
Nova just responded to my FOIA request. Reports had to be updated to incidents to be able to be shared. FOIAs were granted and denied in parts. Reasons given in the report. Please text confirmation that you've received. Nova is definitely... I don't fully trust Nova. But she probably is more willing to do what's legally required of her.
Yeah, what do they mean they have to be updated to incidents in order for you to get them? I don't understand. I've subpoenaed plenty of reports, FOIA'd plenty of reports. I've done both. Why do they need to be up to incidents in order for you to FOIA them? That doesn't make any sense. You can FOIA a report.
So, history. Legally, law enforcement never had to give you FOIAs. That's why Crane ended up, well, in part probably why I made him quit. I made a big stink about it. This is before the Constitution change. And he was like, well, why do you need that in law? And I'm like, for reasons like this. Because if cops don't give you shit, you can't defend yourself. So after that, Bailey and I worked together to get the new FOIA process in place. I wanted more out of the FOIA legislation. He was arguing for less. Specifically, only incidents are like what they're legally required to give based on legislation. So if it's like a private report and all this shit, as the law is written, they don't have to give it. It's so brain dead.
You know what we could do?
Yep.
We could
challenge
do a FOIA. We could do a FOIA legislation of our own.
Agreed.
Where if they don't deliver in 72 hours, the reports have to automatically be turned over to the party regardless, and
yep.
You know, they're fined. Not jail time. I think giving them jail time would be fucking stupid, and I think that they would find a reason not to put it through. But if we just had them fined, then that would be great.
I agree with that. So she said she shared. Oh, here we go. FOIA requests. The first one as to what happened yesterday. Nino Chavez has submitted a FOIA request as to whether marshals were watching a conversation with Den Shiesty and Nino Chavez, and I'd like to know as to whether or not any criminals have looked into or investigated as not the purpose. Further, it's an ongoing investigation. Wait, further, if this is ongoing, Nino Chavez is pursuing civil charges and needs this report. It's been logged. He's formally requested a FOIA of his report as well. As a text read back to him and was happy for this to be submitted.
Let me see that let me see the thing you sent.
Yeah. Wait! Hold on. No, oh my God. Holy shit.
What?
They're trying to deny the FOIAs.
Wait, why are they trying to deny the FOIAs? I don't understand.
Oh my God. Yo, this is so insane.
Wait, why would they try and deny the FOIAs? I don't understand.
It says this FOIA request is being granted for 14718, but denied in other parts due to an active investigation.
They can't hide everything behind the guise of an active investigation.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Wait, here we go. Bro, these guys are fucking, like, this is literal, like, that, bro, this is like mud on face type shit. Okay, here's the next one. That was for what happened with me, and this is fucking Rika 2.0. So the next one, where I said I need the last 4 months of shit. I wrote, she writes, Director Angel has handed the FOIA request per Nino Chavez's request. This FOIA request is granted for 14720, which is me having a report of submitting the FOIA. But it says, but denied in other parts as it is not being specific enough in nature in what is being requested.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right, now that, what do they mean being specific enough for what's requested? That's not how a FOIA works.
Yo, this is so good.
Hey, you want to go raise hell at the marshal's office over this shit?
No. I'm gonna do it over the fucking docket. Fuck talking to that bitch. What, you know how that's gonna go, right? You're gonna go down there and she's gonna say like, oh my god, they're threatening to kill me or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Probably. It'll be another investigation.
No,
If
hell
I
no.
wanted her
I'm gonna
dead,
bury their
she'd
ass
be
in
dead.
paperwork.
You bury them in paperwork, I'll bury them in the dirt.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, I gotta get I'm gonna get Tony. I'm gonna get Tony to put
Yo, that is crazy. It's not specific enough in nature. Are they cooked?
Well, who said that? Who does that come from? Does that come
This
from
is
Angel
apparently coming from Angel. Yo, does she want to get
specific.
like is she trying to screw herself over?
I don't know. Is there FOIA legislation? Is there anything about FOIAs?
Yeah, it's a search freedom.
Freedom of, okay, yeah, I got it. Wait, isn't what she said directly go against the Freedom of Information Act?
She probably read like a part of a sentence and thought it was legal, given the way that some shit's been done so far. Every citizen has a right to information that's necessary for their well-being. It is our belief that allows citizen access to the information. Any report created by law enforcement may be subject to FOIA. Requests must clearly describe the records being sought, be as specific as possible to help expedite the search process. Bro, that's hilarious. I'm gonna resend her the request using the thing I did. This is actually hilarious. Include the contact information for follow-up and delivery of the requested documents. The FOIA officer will enact the if you believe the FOIA request has been denied or items have been omitted in error, you may appeal the decision to the DOJ. A sitting justice will then review the initial request and denial admission records to establish if the PD has erred in denying omitting. I love how it said erred. An appeal must be submitted within 48 hours of denial. So hold on. It's not specific enough for me to say every document that references himself as a victim, subject, or a witness is released to him. Any reference to Nino at all in the past 4 months. Would also like Angel to deliver this FOIA. What's not specific about this? So this is a malicious interpretation of the request. You have to actually
like intentionally trying to fuck you.
Exactly. Oh my god, this is gonna you see why I sent it to her directly?
Gives you your strongest case.
Yep.
Yeah, it's smart. If you believe your FOIA request has been denied or items have been omitted in error, you may appeal the decision.
Yep.
San Andreas Department of Justice.
So she's claiming I don't know how to use a computer.
Wait, she's claiming you don't know how to use a
No,
computer?
she doesn't. You know what I mean? I think she's pulling the like, this is too hard for me to do.
Hey, that embezzlement charge that they're hitting me with is going to be so easy for me to fucking beat. What they should have done is they should have done a fucking the authority appeal thing instead of misappropriating funds and not following the legislation, but instead them straight up charging me with embezzlement. We are so lucky. All right. We are so lucky that these people do not know what the fuck they're doing. Like, thank God they're so fucking incompetent, and they didn't even finish the raid. They never fucking tried raiding my apartment. They never called me to raid my apartment.
Yeah, they never completed the fucking shit. Like, that in and of itself is malicious. Like, brother, they held on to these charges, said we're gonna raid Pred, and then for some reason went right after your warehouse and didn't go to your apartment. That's fucking wild. Moosey, think of the fresh sub.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Just for sake of completion, I'm not trying to say any weird shit, all right? I'm just, like, I'm talking just basic logic. Like, why would... They wanted your warehouse. They're like, oh,
maybe
shit, what's there?
Maybe they were watching Sony and C4, and then they got excited, and they saw a reason to go for it. And then,
that's
12
what I think.
hours later, they did.
Exactly. They're like, oh, shit, we can pin this on him. Which is even more wild, because if they knew,
it helps prove the Brady violation. If they were concerned about Sony Summers having some type of a grow up, but they excluded that information from the fucking.
So Brady doesn't fully exist; it partially exists, based on a court case about. Okay, so Brady has never existed in Los Santos, like in the last year.
Okay.
It somewhat existed.
So this is corruption.
Well, there's been a recent case with Carmine versus somebody, and it was a case that Robin took up, and he was able to bring in some version of Brady, though I don't know if it went into like it became a precedent. This is something Robin would know, but up until that case, there was no version of Brady. Like, that needs to be like generated.
Okay, so it's been so Brady's already been established in the court of law.
Well, like I said, I don't know if it's precedence.
It's not precedent, but it has been recognized in court.
Yeah, kind of.
Right?
Pretty much you'd have to like, pretty much if that was something that you wanted to do, the lawyer would have to like reestablish it from the ground up.
I think, well, we got a lot of ways that we can get the warrant thrown out, but isn't there a fucking corruption charge? I could have swore there was a corruption charge, and I can't find it.
It would be under like embezzlement and shit, like that same, like, you know, set of like box of charges. Human trafficking, forgery of medical equipment.
I could have swore there was a charge in here that was for corruption. Hey, you think am I able to get my pilot's license today?
I
can't find this shit.
I don't think we're gonna get that for a couple days. We're waiting on Nick. Yeah, there's no like way to give it yet, so he's coming up with like a process.
Oh my god, I just found another loophole.
Okay.
The stockpiling charge. Any person who is found to be in possession of 6 or more firearms, regardless of classification, all right, and that includes multiple other weapons, this charge will be utilized in addition to the possession charges.
Yeah, that's what they should have been raiding for.
Yeah, but they didn't. That's the thing.
Yeah, brother, I've been saying that from the beginning.
You know why? Because they couldn't articulate it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I was just reading the charge.
Yeah, the fact that a judge signed the warrant And the warrant was criminal. Let me bring it back up.
Bring it back.
Doing okay?
Where is
Yeah,
this
I'm
fucking
good.
charge
I mean,
at?
my mood
Let's
has
talk
been
about
like
balance and deadlock. If you've been following the channel for some time,
boo doo doo. If you've
I
been
know
following
that
the
there's
channel
something
for some time,
for corruption. I've seen it. Federal authority felony offenses. The commission of a violent felony within premises owned or operated by government entities. This is an enhancement charge meant to be applied in addition to underlying violent felony and others such. All right, never mind.
raid receipt.
I've been reading the charges a lot, Nino, and I'm not really a big fan of how a lot of these are written. They leave no room for interpretation on any of the charges.
Oh, you don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God. We are. You ready for this?
I'm ready, baby.
Every single charge in the penal code needs to be backed by legislation. Its existence otherwise is therefore unconstitutional.
God damn.
And so this is further evidenced by the fact that Justice Angel woke up one day and decided to tell people that you can just get tourniquets and sell fucking helicopter repair kits out of the fucking armory, literally pulling it out of their ass. As you know, in every like bench trial and court case, people reference the penal code. The assumption, inherent assumption being that each one of those charges from the penal code is being produced from currently existing legislation. There is no process for that. It's done ad hoc, etc., etc. And just as some of those line items in the penal code are inherently unconstitutional, some of them need to be fucking removed. And the fact that those steps are not being done shows how fucking lazy and goddamn useless the current DOJ is. What should have happened over the past 3 months and 2 weeks is that the Constitution should have been used to review existing state legislation and in turn the entirety of the penal code. Just because it's in the penal code doesn't mean it's like justified. And if it is not, does not have legislation backing it, either legislation should have been written or the charge removed. Otherwise, you could literally just paste like charge for like looking at Kyle Pred. Now that's in the penal code. How'd it get there? It goes deeper. I've got someone working on, he said he's going to give me a draft today. We are tackling the entire DOJ's process by which they make legislation. Per Constitution, they have, okay, in the legislation, they gave them some uncontested authority, which is not what it says in the Constitution at all. They pretty much gave themselves their own rules to be able to do whatever the fuck they want. And I think they're justifying it because that's what people used to do. So they're about to get fucked. And if one of the sitting justices is like, well, actually, we like it this way because they all have a hand in it, because they all like benefit from it, this is something that would have to be pushed to a higher authority. Every single alteration they make needs to go through the exact same process you and I go through. Otherwise, laws change. Nobody knows. Laws change.
True.
We have no ability to contest it. Laws change. You wake up, you don't know when those changes were made. They've been cheating the system this entire time, Pred. Well, guess what? I'm pulling out that game genie and I'm putting it to my fucking cock.
Oh my god, I missed the game genie. I mean, I do notice something about all these pieces of legislation. right, from the San Andreas DOJ. The only person who really makes changes to anything is Angel. It's all like every single change to everything is pretty much Angel, except when you get to the bottom, that's when you start seeing like other names, like Norman Adams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all of it. It's all of it. And there's like so many changes to. I'm looking at the weapons and driver's license legislation right now, and there have been fucking 50 changes to this. One of them by Bailey, the rest of them by Angel. And the last update was on the 8th. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I just found something.
What'd you find?
I think I just... So, go pull up the weapons and driver's license legislation. There were several changes made to it on the 8th, but it states that it was last amended 2 months prior.
Welcome to the world of the bullshit they've been pulling. It's the abuse of power. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they never used to do this, and then we called them out on it, and then it just started happening. Yeah, yeah. We're about to fuck them. Yeah, yeah. Remove my mayorship. Don't give a fuck. Yeah, I got nearly $2 million and only need 50,000 to contest. You know, I would actually love to not be mayor anymore, because then I'll just sit around all day and just fucking contest shit.
That's what you want to do?
I've already contemplated making Michael deputy for 2 weeks, and I just play lawyer. Because the beauty is, any citizen can do it. Like,
And you can, but
25 signatures,
while your
bet.
mayor get. Well, you
I
doing
just
it
don't
as
have
mayor
time.
gives you more power.
It does. It's just I say it like that because, you know, when you and I aren't talking, I'm dealing with other shit. You know what I mean? Like signing on this, his business, that. You know what I'm saying? So like, imagine 100% being focused on it.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't been doing much because I've been having to fucking deal with all this shit.
That's exactly it. They're the Angel plus her little band of marshals as literally doing this at the cost of every fucking citizen.
Well, for me, it's members of the LSPD that are BCSO loyalists, the BCSO, and the marshals. But yeah, it's a lot.
Yep.
That's why I'm gonna get some legislation in tonight. I got some drafts that are being sent over to me tonight. I'm gonna make sure I get them in today.
We should pass the medical. We should get before we do. Yeah, I was about to suggest some things, but then I'm like, you know what? I got to wrap up with what we've already got cooking before, you know, putting another thing on the plate. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Are you able to buy whatever you want with your fucking state funds?
No, I write legislation for each thing. I did it for the very reason why Angel is coming at you. I knew this from day one. With the way she moves, she's a fucking rat snake. You know what I mean?
I need to buy
like
this.
If she was in Monster Hunter
Toledo.
Wilds, like it would be a rat and a snake like creature. You know what I mean?
A rat snake hybrid?
Yeah.
That's scary, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to get this fucking warehouse. I need the one that's up there for 3.6 million, 3.8 million. I need to fucking buy this.
Hey, what are you talking about?
The warehouse up in Polito. It came up for sale. I need to buy it, but the treasurer ain't been around, and I gotta follow this bullshit.
Send her an email, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she'll be around later today.
Oh, there you go.
I need to make sure I pick this up. That way, I'd have 2 warehouses that I can use as community centers and like other things. Like, and they're big enough for me. I was actually thinking about if I can't, bro. Listen, if I can't get the farmers market back, I was gonna make a mini mall.
You mean the thing that I'm doing?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can have competing mini malls. Oh no, or a flea market or something like that. I'm not sure. Whatever's better.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to come in and do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you think we're gonna be able to keep the pressure on?
I think. Can I be honest with you? The pressure's on themselves now. They've already. They don't understand that them going after us creates their own opportunity to be destroyed. Them fundamentally targeting us is the best thing they can do because they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Hold on. I should call Nova and ask her directly about this.
You should get her to come meet us.
When did she send this? 4 hours ago.
Damn.
I think I'm gonna update the bro. Listen, I want you to read, let me read this out to you. Nino Chavez has submitted a FOIA request on that every document that references himself as a victim, subject, or a witness is to be released to him. Any reference to Nino at all in the past 4 months. Would also like Angel to deliver this FOIA request. Director Angel has handled the FOIA request. This FOIA is granted, like the FOIA for the actual application, and it reads, the FOIA, but denied in other parts as to not being specific enough in nature of what is being requested. Bro, I should file a civil lawsuit. Wait, actually, I'm going to contact a judge immediately. McNee's around.
Oh, McNee's around.
Hey, how you doing, Judge?
Good.
I am contacting you in regards to a FOIA request that is listen. It's a very strange situation there, Mr. McNee. You see, I've requested a FOIA, and for some reason it was denied because objection confusing, apparently. And as per my right, I'm contacting a member of the Department of Justice, a sitting judge, that can review my initial request and establish if the PD, in this case, the director, was acting in error and denying my FOIA request. So I'd like you to sort of review it for me so that you want to meet in person?
I'm going to another meeting right now. Can you give me like 15-20 minutes and then I can squeeze you in?
I got you. See, I can I can suspend my ability to defend myself for the next 20 minutes. Only for you though, McNeil.
I appreciate it,
All right.
Mr. Chavez.
You're playing right into his hand.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, yeah, I'll catch up with you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh man, yesterday, yesterday I bodied McNee. Holy fuck, it was great. It was. You need to hear the recording. It's as long as fuck though.
Okay. Oh, you recorded it?
Yeah, I recorded it. It was a two-party consent recording. Can't really use it for anything though. It was just for understanding
What do you mean the body? No, it's not. It's 14,720, which is this chat.
Which is a great sign. But the best part is when he said, "Hey, listen." He basically said, "Hey, he basically said without saying it, I didn't tell you the truth on some things."
What do you
that
mean
I
at
just
the
told you on
top,
this recording,
bro?
And then he stated, if I called him to court,
wait, what?
That he would tell the truth.
Really?
These people are afraid of losing their jobs. You gotta understand it. A lot of these people, they're fucking scared of losing their jobs.
Yes, exactly.
And people like Nathaniel, people like Grayson, they're actually good. They're good at their job. Like you know, I think they got a decent head on their shoulders when it comes to shit. Especially Grayson, though.
Because they at least have principles. That is what it comes down to. Some of these other people have no principles other than who's my friend.
Well, that and their own personal goals and agendas.
Which is protect their friends.
Yep. Because
Enemy, friend. Everything gets justified based on that. And that's why you press them on certain things. They don't have an argument. Because if you do not build your decisions on any principles, you cannot defend them. Because eventually, your entire argument around it erodes.
Did I take away some of the heat from you when I became mayor, or is it still the same?
I'd say for a little bit. There's something I would tell you, but oh, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna tell you specifically, but I want you not to like mention it to anybody else.
Yeah, I won't.
There is what appears to be somebody who recorded a call via a scanner, which they somehow managed to record into prison onto a landline, subsequently edited it down to only cut a portion of the conversation that makes the conversation sound bad, and made its way all the way to the marshals in a span of, I would say, 48 to 72 hours. Probably 48. But it sounds like the recording is fucking AI or some shit. Like it's like a reconstruction of a hypothetical conversation. Am I making sense?
Damn, like one of them like one of them fucking TV shows where they're like, "Hey, this is a reenactment."
Yeah. You could say something like that. And you understand why I'm phrasing it the way I am. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because
I understand.
So I got a copy of this from like I don't know, someone looking out for me or whatever. And the reason I ain't telling anybody is like it sounds pretty fake to me. So when you say is the heat off of you, I don't know what look, I'm just gonna say it blankly so there's no room for I don't know what to do with this, right? Like that's why I haven't told anybody about it because I'm like I don't like what are you supposed to like what am I supposed to say? Like what the fuck?
Hey, all I'm saying is if I can record people with my little device, hey, this game's gonna change for sure, big dog. Hey, I got people listening to every conversation around every government facility.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
And I purposely told them just to take notes. So I guess I'm a dumbass.
Yep. I actually, there is one other thing I want to point out, and this is that based on the background, this would have taken place outside of the facility, which means it's something that's being processed that is outside the scope of the right to privacy, given the fact that I don't know, like DOC can monitor this shit, random people cannot. So it's one of those things where there are no checks and balances, and very similar to your raid, it's like things are being done that any sane officer or like law enforcement member should be like raise an eyebrow and be like, this doesn't sound right, because it's not, but they'll do it anyways, under the guise of like, oh, I didn't know. So yeah, the heat's there, but there's like malicious, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like intentional ignorance.
It sounds fucking stupid if you ask me.
It is. Oh my god, this McNee conversation has been good. You know what I'm thinking? I'm going to bring it up with him. He's going to review it. I will then resubmit it. In the event it's good, McNee will probably give me everything I asked for, right? And
Honestly, doesn't he
I'm
have
going to file a civil lawsuit. Actually, I can fucking use this against Angel. Let me send you this. Look, let me email you this. You tell me, like, genuinely. I need you to tell me, genuinely, is this what I'm sending you confusing?
Is McNee coming here, by the way?
Oh, sorry. I said 20 minutes, like 5 minutes ago.
What the fuck is he doing that's so goddamn important?
A meeting. Read that to yourself, and you tell me if it's not specific enough in nature. You tell me if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's very odd. So what they're saying is that the FOIA request is granted but denied in other parts. That doesn't make any sense. But it's not. They're not saying it's denied because of an investigation. They're saying it's being denied because you weren't specific enough in the nature. How the fuck are you supposed to know what they have reports of? That's the point of FOIA in it.
Exactly.
You're not going to have the details on everything because you're FOIAing stuff. You know, you're not going to know all the details of what you're FOIAing. That's that in itself is not right. You have the right as a citizen to FOIA anything, regardless of you knowing or even understanding the context of what you're FOIAing.
Exactly.
Honestly, this does not look good for them.
Nope.
At all. And it's just another piece.
Yep.
It's just I mean, how can I ask you a question, like an honest one? How are like the LSPD, the BCSO, the marshals, how do they poll with the people of the city? How do they poll? Like how do people feel about these groups?
It's a very mixed bag. Let's use dasMEHDI as an example.
Everybody hates his ass.
I asked Lang directly, how would you feel if I got rid of him? Is he that bad? And he was in agreement with my general take, which was, dasMEHDI, at least you know what he's doing, and he's gonna fuck up a lot. So you always got an angle on him. He's like one of the, if he was a house robber, he'd be like one of the bandits from Home Alone.
The wet bandits, the sticky bandits.
And that is much more preferable to most parties than the shit that some other cops do, where they sit in an office all day, right? Don't even know their subject, are awake when the person that they're investigating isn't around, and that person wakes up one day and all your shit's gone and there's a raid receipt.
Hey, I had a funny conversation yesterday I forgot to tell you about.
He didn't say all those words, but it was in that like vein, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kind of falls under like what I'm about to tell you. It's like so I called Charlotte Spade like 50 times, right?
Yeah.
She finally calls me back. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, who the fuck helped you write this?" She's like, "I did it myself." And then I was like, "All right, well, can I get my property unlocked then?" She's like, "Hold on, let me talk to the team of officers I'm working with to find out what we can do."
Oh my God, bruh. Nah.
I'm like,
okay. Brother. Civil lawsuit.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be
and
a
then
lot
get
of
her
stuff
on the
coming. I just gotta
stand
prove it for...
and have her tell you about each and every fucking interaction.
Ooh.
And then
But
file for a continuance, as her answers are going to unravel more charges. So due to the nature of the answers like given by this witness, Your Honor, I'm going to need to request a continuance, and we're going to need to refile with a new set of charges. So we're so you're going to want him to, like, what is it, dismissing without prejudice?
Yeah. Another thing is that due to the Dominic Rhodes thing, here's, as a marshal, I understand that people have private reports.
Yeah.
Right. So due to the Dominic Rhodes one, like, that information hit the public eye as being, like, wrong.
Yeah.
You know, how were there reports that the LSPD High Command weren't aware of? Points to one of two things.
Yeah.
It was either a private report or a state marshal report from the get-go. It's the only thing it could have been that hit everything from Peters and Moss, because they had no idea what was going on. In fact, no one in command had any idea what was going on.
It's actually, it's some fucking Game Genie shit.
Well, they just, like, it's like you're playing a board game with people, but they keep changing the rules every fucking 2 minutes and doing whatever the fuck they want, but they're not following the rules of the fucking game.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna keep fucking themselves. Like, let them. Honestly, I hope they keep coming.
I hope so too. 100%.
I'm about to go out there and purposely do stuff.
I feel like there is so much that
won't.
has happened in the last week that we have an entire month of litigation, contests, and FOIA requests that can be produced.
Yeah, they're gonna be busy as shit.
I cannot wait. Oh, Michael's wrapping up with making my life easier too. So we made a whole thing where, like, you know, most of my work's already done. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what we should do, Pred? I think we should hold a joint town hall today.
I'm down.
And we should talk about our vision for the future of both counties. We cannot lose sight over the fact that we are the mayors. We're already overcoming all these situations and letting the people know some of the things that we want to do together and get them reignited and excited.
What the speed bumps are. Let them know what's going on, like, the speed bump wise from our opposition too. Like, being transparent is powerful, but we don't share too many details. We just let them know what's going on.
Yeah. I think 1,000%.
We can use my bard. No, we'll use the town hall.
I mean, I can bring up the fact that, you know, they're like, oh, such and such, like, what are you going to do about the PD? Well, you know, actually, it's funny you asked that, because I was told by the director that I can't interfere with the LSPD. And, you know, from the very get-go, there's a lot of things we'd love to do, but for some reason they're, you know, giving us these directives. So these are the kind of battles. There's things we want to do, but the establishment is preventing us from doing those things. And we have evidence to back it, is the beauty.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear? Hey, let me tell you something for our ears only.
Yes, I'm going to just clog my ears.
Yeah, it'll only be 30 seconds. All right. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh, okay. This is good.
That's a good plan, right?
It's very good.
Yep, I know.
Man, oh man.
Hopefully, I'm about to hold on. I'm about to call McNee. Hey, how you doing there, Judge McNee? I'm doing good. I was wondering when you done doing your things. Oh, I'm just, I'm aware of everything that's going on there. Yeah, that's where I am. That's how I knew, dumbass. Yeah. I was just, you stop trying to insinuate that I'm not listening to your fucking phone calls. I don't give a shit what you guys talk about. You don't need to put the you don't need to put the disclaimer, McNee. I think that's just a smokescreen tactic from the marshals. All right, well, when are you heading here? Come on, just do it now. Hey, does he know where here is?
No.
No, you don't know where here is. So when are you heading here? He said he'll head here when he finds out where here is.
What's his ping number?
Hey, what's your ping number? See you in a bit and come alone. 498. Come alone, McNee. Hey, McNee, come alone. I'm not a movie villain. Goodbye. I'm gonna order us some food. You hungry?
Yeah, sure, why not? What's your favorite Italian pasta?
Okay, so first off, let me be specific here. I like a hearty noodle. I don't like a thin one. I don't. So spaghetti's out. I don't like spaghetti.
Oh,
I
my
like something,
fucking angel hair, nasty.
Yeah, nasty as fuck. Not for me. I do like tortellinis are good. Rigatoni's good. But my favorite is fettuccine. A fettuccine, I think, is one of the best pasta noodles with any type of sauce, hands down. Good texture.
I agree. I'm a fan of linguine. Oh wait, what's the difference between linguine and fettuccine?
Let me look it up real quick, and I'll tell you. So linguine's like a fatter spaghetti, whereas fettuccine is like linguine.
Okay,
like
maybe I'm thinking
spaghetti.
of fettuccine then.
No,
I thought linguine was fettuccine. Now that I'm thinking about it.
No. Linguine's good. Linguine's good with like some type of like garlic butter sauce and stuff like that. Like, yeah, linguine's good.
See, now I'm having a problem recognizing which one's which.
Oh, well, fettuccine's flat. So fettuccine's like a flat noodle. But it's hearty.
Isn't linguine also flat?
No, linguine's not flat. Linguine's it's like a fatter spaghetti. It's like a fatter spaghetti noodle.
Oh, okay. It's like
Penny's good too.
Is it like udons?
Is it like what?
Udon noodles?
I would say kind of similar to some udon noodles that you get. I've had like some like egg noodles and stuff, and like pyong noodles and stuff like that were pretty good.
Oh, that's okay. So I'm looking at this. So linguine is like, it is interesting. So it's similar. It's like fettuccine is just fatter. Linguine.
No, fettuccine's like flat. It's flat and wide. It's different in a lot of ways. Fettuccine's my favorite. It's my favorite pasta for any dish. Whether it be like some type of meat sauce, maybe like a carbonara, with chicken parm or something, or Alfredo sauce or something like that.
They look so similar.
I mean, it goes with everything. I mean, it's the best noodle by far. I grew up in an Italian household, and it's been so long since I've been in that Italian household.
They look
that I actually had to open my phone and gurgle some like stuff. It's been so fucking long. My dad used to have a garlic bread spread. That
Really?
Kept in the so we just like you'd buy like a hearty loaf of Italian bread, you just put the spread on it, and then you pop it in the oven.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You need that. You need that Italian. Oh, fucking garlic bread. A nice thing of pasta. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love
a good
garlic bread.
lasagna. Lasagna, I feel, can be fire or it can be ass.
Oh yeah, I love lasagna. Lasagna is great. Lasagna is. I'm gonna be honest. Lasagna is fucking. It hits for me.
Yeah. It's like hearty. It's like it's got everything.
So there used to be a dish that I used to get. It was eggplant parm, but it was stacked like a lasagna, so it was like an eggplant parm lasagna.
Yo, eggplant is extremely underrated. To me, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, really good, you know, fried eggplant, breaded and stuff like that. It has like a really good it has almost like a meat texture to it, and it has a lot of flavor. It's really underrated. People who don't like it. People who don't like it, I don't understand why. I've had plenty of people tell me that they don't like eggplant, and I'm just like, have you actually tried like really good eggplant before? Like
I think that's the problem is if you haven't had it that way, eggplant can be ass. Like if you just have actually pickled eggplant's actually good too. Have you ever had that?
I've never had pickled eggplant, but
bro,
fucking anything pickled is fucking S tier.
Agreed.
You ever had pickled garlic?
No. Wait, maybe I have. There's like a where my family's from, like pickled stuff is like a big thing. So like whether it's like eggplants or whatever, like I don't even fucking know half the shit. Like and it's like an assortment of vegetables and shit that is pickled. Like including carrots and like olives and shit like that, and oh my god, that shit hits.
Do you want to hear something gross? I ordered one time a bunch of pickles and like pickled beets, and I just like sat down one day on my beanbag chair in my apartment. All right, on my fucking wall-mounted flat screen, and I ate an entire jar of pickled beets. Just in one sitting, I ate every single fucking one of them. And I had no regrets at all.
Pickled beans?
Beets.
Oh, beets. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Pickled beets. What the fuck's taking this asshole so long?
I know. Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking starve to death. I'm gonna go grab food.
All right.
You want anything?
No, I'll come with you. I'm
Let's go get food. I'm fucking starving. Yeah, I love pickled onions too. Oh,
sorry, I'm setting up my HelloFresh. Exclamation mark HelloFresh. New sponsor, guys. I'm gonna be.
Want to take your car or mine?
We can take yours. I got to I forgot I was supposed to do something this morning, and I'm kind of doing it on my cell phone right now.
Okay, yeah, you do your shit, man. I'm not gonna be around tomorrow.
No, why's that?
I got other plans.
Oh, makes sense. I was gonna go fucking go out last night, get my dick wet, and